The Department of Justice is opening a civil rights investigation into a new law recently signed by Governor Bob Ferguson in Washington state. The measure, Senate Bill 5375, puts members of the clergy on a list, which also includes law enforcement officers, medical examiners, social service counselors, child care providers, and nurses, among other professionals, to report child abuse and child sex crimes to authorities, even if the information is given during a confessional setting. In the Catholic Church, confession is a sacrament in which a member of the church confesses their sins to a priest. That priest can never reveal that person's sins, as it's protected by the seal of confession. Even if a person confesses a crime, the priest cannot report it. The priest may urge the person to turn themselves in. However, the priest cannot break the seal. If the priest breaks the seal, he could be excommunicated from the church. Seattle Archbishop Paul Etienne says the church's policies already require clergy members to be mandatory reporters if the information is not given during confessional. Catholic clergy may not violate the seal of confession, or they will be excommunicated from the church. All Catholics must know and be assured that their confessions remain sacred, secure, confidential, and protected by the law of the Church, Archbishop Etienne said in a statement. Spokane Bishop Thomas Daly also reiterated the Church's stance, saying clergy members are committed to keeping the seal of confession, even to the point of going to jail. Washington State Senator Noel Frame introduced the legislation. When it passed the Senate, she said, "It's long past time that the legislature steps up, closes this loophole, and protects children. I know this is a tough subject for many of my colleagues, especially those with deep religious views. I respect that, but this bill is about the separation of church and state. This bill is about the state's secular responsibility to the public interest of protecting children. That's the most important thing we do here." The DOJ says the new law appears on its face to violate the First Amendment. SB 5375 demands that Catholic priests violate their deeply held faith in order to obey the law, a violation of the Constitution, and a breach of the free exercise of religion cannot stand under our constitutional system of government. Assistant Attorney General Harmeet Dillon of the Justice Department's Civil Rights Division said in a statement, "In Washington state, this law is set to take effect in July. A violation of this law is classified as a gross misdemeanor, which is punishable by up to 1 year in jail and a fine of up to $5,000. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Lauren Keenan. For more on this story, download the Straight Arrow News app or visit san.com.